Tonight, on a very special episode of The Talking Dead, we're going to see what really went down in Denmark. Along with everyone who was there and witnessed it all, well, most of it. They're all going to be here, folks, right after this. First up, we have Hamlet, King Hamlet. So tell me, King Hamlet, what happened on the unfortunate night of your death?
It was a dark and stormy night. I was scared of the thunder and lightning. So I spent extra time wandering the halls of the castle, then I went back to my chambers around 4:20 a.m. My wife was sleeping. Sometime after the poison was poured into my ear.
Screw
Claudius had a high risk, but it seemed to work out for me.
How did your family feel about your death, King Hamlet?
My son went crazy, but that wasn't only because of my death. And well, my wife banged my brother, so she wasn't too upset.
How about that? I mean, he betrayed your family name. How do you feel?
Well, it felt pretty good. I got your family, your fortune, and your crown.
Oh, I came back to protect my wife and people like you.
Huh. Well, I don't think you did a very good job considering she's dead.
Hey man, cool out.
She wouldn't be dead if you hadn't killed me.
I did what was right.
Guys, please calm down. Alright folks, we'll be back after a short commercial break. And don't worry, when you get back, you'll get to see more of Claudius, and you'll also get to hear Lady Gertrude's side of the story. Stick around.
Banoodle! Sully here with the Banoodle. Check this shit out. It's an easy to bend noodle, there we go, and it's gonna help you stay fatter longer. A bag of plain, tasteless wheat thins. Just roll it up and keep that shit tight, son. Let's see what's under the hood. A deadly razor-sharp wire, wrapped in Banoodle technology. It doesn't matter how big or small your package is, the Banoodle can handle it all. Even for all you chocolate lovers out there. Stay fresh to death. You can always make your kids do it for you. After all, they're basically slaves. Use your Banoodle on your bologna or your imagination. Ooh. Fresh foods will keep you nice and tight. Stale foods do this. That's your asshole blowing out. Put it in the pantry, pack up a lunch, pick nick. Of course you have leftovers. That looks fucking gross. Bulky clips make bulky messes. The Banoodle is awesome. Go on, get your noodle wet. Banoodle!
Welcome back to The Talking Dead, Denmark edition. So Claudius, you killed your own brother. What's good with that, fam?
You know, I got a little jealous, you know, when you got the crown instead of me.
Why were you so jealous of your brother?
You know, I've always been jealous. It all started the day I was born. Both my parents failed to show up to my birth. They didn't pay attention to me. It was always about Hamlet. I wanted power for once.
Killing your brother is the first thing that comes to mind?
Indeed it was. It was the best way.
Did you ever once stop to think about the child, her son, while you were planning this murder?
The dumb suicidal kid? What could he have done? Me versus a dumb teenager. I always had the upper hand.
How do you figure you have the upper hand?
A man would never expect a brother to kill a brother. Nobody would ever expect me to have been the one to do it. I was next on the throne, not the prince.
Hello there, Your Majesty. And might I say, it's a pleasure to have you out here tonight.
The pleasure is all mine, and please, call me G-Money.
Alright then. So can a brother get the 411 on your death?
Well, the day of my death, I had no suspicion that Claudius here is behind the murdering of my husband. So everything was just normal, and the fight between the two were going on, and it all made sense. And then, you know, I drank the poison, and, you know, I died.
Surely it had to upset you to find out that the child, Hamlet, was right all along.
Of course it upset me, but he was going crazy, so it was hard to believe anything he was saying.
But G-Money, did you ever stop to consider the reaction Claudius had to the play? It was obviously portraying the death of your husband.
I didn't think of it later until Hamlet came into my room.
Now G-Money, I hope I'm not stepping out of line by saying this, but even if your son was being hysterical at the time, don't you think you should have at least looked into what he was saying?
I would never believe anything that kid says. He's sus.
That's my son!
Huh. I still can't believe it's not butter.
We're gonna need cleanup here.
Alright, screw it. No, he's covered. No one will see him. You'd think with such a violent act like that, you would have stuck by your child's side. But you know what? That's none of my business.
I demand more!
Oh, alright.
Hurry up! Thank you.
That was mean.
Well, you see,
Welcome back. Here we have Prince Hamlet, here to answer all the questions you've been dying to get the answers to. So, tell me about your father's death.
Well, Woody, you see, my father was an important figure in my life. When I saw his ghost, I just couldn't believe it, and I pretended to be mad.
So why were you pretending, Prince Hamlet?
For several reasons, you see. Nobody would see a crazy man as a threat. I could receive information about my father's death and do what the ghost asked. I was able to see into Claudius's lies and find that he was guilty for killing my father. Pretending to be crazy almost made me crazy in the end, however.
How is it that pretending would even make you mad? Is that even possible?
After pretending for so long, I just didn't know whether or not I was really going crazy. I started to lose myself. Ophelia's death is what really got to me. She drowned herself after she went crazy. Her father's death really took a toll on her.
Huh. I can only imagine what that must have done to her. I mean, losing your father and then seeing that one of your loved ones is going crazy? Go figure.
I know she was in a bad place, but we all were. You didn't see her brother having the same reaction. He tried to kill me. Although he succeeded, I was the one who took my own life in the end. Clear my search history. Why?
And now, here to elaborate on his side of the story, I'm just gonna call him Lasagna. Come in, Lasagna.
Pleasure to be here, Mr. Flowers.
Please, call me Woodrow. Now, Lasagna, what drove you to perform the actions you did?
You see, I had just gotten back from France to find out my father had been murdered. It surprised me that Hamlet was the one who did it himself.
But Laertes, it was a mistake. I didn't mean for it to happen. You must understand that I thought it was the king.
Well, it wouldn't have killed you to simply check behind the curtain.
So, Lasagna, did you really want to kill Hamlet for the king? I mean, it feels like you were just handling his light work.
At the time, yes, I wanted him dead.
I would have never thought of that of you, but then again, you didn't even want me with your sister.
Because you're completely fucking insane. I wanted what was best.
I was best!
Whoa, just take it easy, man.
No, you take it easy. If your dad wouldn't have been a stupid fly on the wall, then we wouldn't even be in this position right now.
Whoa, guys, don't get too rowdy in here. The last thing I need is another dead body. You know how I feel about cops.
Well, you're about to have another one in a minute.
Is that a threat?
It sure is.
Come at me, Prince Loser.
Let's go.
They're off the property. Anything they do at this point is I am not liable for. Are you serious? Come on. Clean up. Well, folks, this was clearly a very violent episode, more so than usual. And not many questions actually got answered. But don't worry, next time you'll be getting a lot of answers from the sides of both the Capulets and the Montagues. Thanks for watching The Talking Dead, Denmark edition. Guys, please calm down. Last thing I need is another dead body. You know how I feel about cops.
You're gonna have.
What is he laughing at?
What is that noise? Come at me, Prince Loser.
I guess we're just on
Go.
the Springer now.
Were you jelly? Is that what you're saying to me?
I still can't believe it's not butter.
We're gonna need some cleanup here.
Oh, very big.
Just got following, so.
How?
Oh, guys. So wait, don't start that.
Oh my god.
1, 2.
That's not loud.
Why not? He said count down to 10. I am counting down to 10. Alright. See, I got him too early. I think I win.
Here, okay, then but put the lights
What
on
the-
too, so there's just a lot of
I'm
light.
just gonna leave this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, just turn it off. Turn it off.
Well, it wasn't a. It was. I hope they weren't upset. Oh, they were upset.
Don't worry, we'll be back after this commercial break.
Guys, shut the fuck up.
Well, hello there, Your Majesty. Thank you for coming out.
Oh, the pleasure. I can't say it.
Yeah, if you ever try being black, it's hard. It's real hard. Just like. But you know what? That's none of my business. Wait, everybody, 420, 420. Everybody blaze it. Everybody blaze it.